Some big breaking news coming in. We've been following this story since morning, and now Sanjay Raut has been detained by the ED. After raid since early this morning, he is to be taken to the ED zonal office shortly. Now, my colleague Herman Gomes has been tracking the story at his residence. The raids have been on since 7 a.m. this morning. There were some recoveries of some documents from Sanjay Raut's residence. The ED, when they asked Sanjay Raut about it, they found his answers to be evasive. And now, this was being widely speculated would happen. He has now been detained and he will be taken to the ED zonal office in Mumbai. This is in connection to the Patra Chaul case. That was a redevelopment of a Mumbai slum that had taken place, and it was being alleged that Sanjay Raut had siphoned off money in that scam. That is what the ED is investigating. They have already attached properties of Sanjay Raut and his wife worth about 11 crores. And this is the latest development. Now, we're joined by Herman Gomes with more. Herman, you were speculating that this would happen. You said this was probably a likelihood that he would be detained, and it's happened. Now, Sanjay Raut been detained by the ED. What are the next steps? All right, so we're trying to establish that connection with him. As you can see, there's a lot of police force there outside Sanjay Raut's residence. This is in Mumbai. That's the Bhandup area. And that was Sanjay Raut earlier this morning, where he seemed very victorious, was happy with that show of strength. He said he would rather die than switch factions. He is alleging this is political vendetta. Other MPs such as... All right, now we're joined by Herman live. I think we've re-established that connection. Herman, okay, sorry, we are joined by Ram Kadam from the BJP on the phone line. Very good evening to you, sir. Massive development here. The ED has detained Sanjay Raut. But on their side, the Sena saying, that is the original Sena saying, this is just vendetta politics being played out.
See, what is a political vendetta? When there is a clear-cut evidence, whereas Shiv Sena leader transferred some money and all those details of financial fraud, those details are there in public domain. How can they deny this fact? Whereas they have to accept it. And when ED has been calling him for the several times, why Shiv Sena leader has not answered their questions? What exactly he wanted to hide? See, this is a black and white account. It's on a paper. Whenever ED or any central agency for that matter, if it is an income tax, if it is a CBI, or if it is an ED, they do not take any action overnight. They study thoroughly all the documents. They go for the forensic audit. For doing any forensic audit, it takes several months. The big team thoroughly investigate all the documents. They thoroughly study entire case, and after that, they take any action. We have seen on the one hand, Shiv Sena leader has enough time to address press, not only once in a day, but many times twice in a day, morning, noon and evening. But he does not have time to attend ED office. 3 days ago, when ED officials issued him summons, why he did not attend that? What was the reason? Which are the facts he wanted to hide? These are the questions.
So,
and now when he could not answer their questions, naturally, the investigation agency is compelled to detain him. They have given enough time to Shiv Sena leader. And when there is a evidence, how other Shiv Sena leaders can say this is a vendetta? What they want? They want just because of he is a Shiv Sena leader, he has to be not take any action on him. What is their wish?
So they're questioning the timing
See, this is
of
the
this.
new
They're questioning the timing. The original Sena, they are saying that the ED wants to distract from the fact that the whole government, the governor's fiasco, that controversial statement he had made, they want to take the light off from that. So they're saying this is a distraction ploy.
See, they don't have any valid argument. So that's the reason why they have been indulging into that argument. And about that government statement, we have clarified our stand. We do not support that statement at all. Our leader, Mr. Ashish Shelar, he had already addressed press, and he had given our stand. He has spoken our stand about that statement. Now, Shiv Sena leadership, they don't have any valid argument when, on the other hand, there is a black and white, all the financial fraud documents which are in the public domain. So they have been giving this kind of a childish points, which has no relevance with this case. And this investigation has not started yesterday. This investigation has been there since many months. ED has given him enough time, but all the time he has time to speak to media, but he does not have time to answer ED official questions. And this is a hypocrisy. Now, instead of accepting the fact that he has been indulging into the financial scam, the Shiv Sena leaders are arguing on the completely on a different tangent. This is ridiculous.
All right, sir. Thank you very much for answering my questions patiently. We'll leave it at that. Now, I think we